Hello everyone, this is my first time recording and I literally have a different camera that I've never used before, so I had to learn the controls. But it's very simple, it's a small camera, so I didn't have much issues, don't worry. I want to explain why confidence is not solely extroversion. Because people link confidence with extroversion, fine, you can do that. But just know that not all extroverts are as confident as you think. And what I want you guys to learn in this video is ways that you can be confident even as an introvert or extrovert in all situations. Okay, now let's get into the video. Now, I'm going to discuss the difference between introversion and extroversion, okay? Because it's not to do with confidence. Totally different things. So, being an extrovert means you gain energy from other people. Whereas introversion, you kind of lose energy from being around people. And the reason why this is not linked with confidence is because confidence is just how you act in situations. And you can be a confident introvert. Let's take an example to clarify a few things. A girl goes to a nightclub and she's an extrovert. So she's having fun, she's talking with people, and then she gets a sudden thought in her head. Why is everyone staring at me? Why do I feel so alone? Even when I'm talking to all these people. And everyone in this room is talking to me. No one's saying anything. Why do I feel this? And deep down inside, she's lost her confidence. And now she wants to go home. Because she's worried about how others perceive her. This is a lack of confidence and mindset. Let's bring a confident introvert this time and how they can be confident without being an extrovert. Let's say this introvert also goes to a nightclub and they don't mind people. This introvert doesn't talk to a lot of people, but they still feel okay. They have a small friend group and they're confident that things are going to work out for them. So in their head, they're like, this nightclub date is going to be awesome. I don't care what anyone thinks, I'm just going to talk with my friends and whoever's closest around me. I'm just going to maintain this energy and enjoy the day. That is confidence, my friend. Not to do with introversion or extroversion, is literally the way you think. Okay? You can be a confident introvert, you can be a non-confident extrovert. You can be anyone. So I want to delve deeper into what confidence is. Confidence is the way you perceive yourself. And this is a mentality that you carry yourself around with in your day-to-day life. It's basically just what you think of yourself, what you see in yourself. It's also how you assure yourself as well. Because a confident person is not a people pleaser. Confident people don't do things so that people will like them. Confident people don't care if people do not like them. A people pleaser is someone that is willing to please anyone and is willing to damage their mental health just so they can gain the appreciation of others. A people pleaser will not stand their ground. People pleasers do not have expectations of themselves and they are willing to lower themselves just so they can make others feel happy. Someone who is self-assured in all situations, no matter if it's their friend, their family, a stranger, whoever, they will stand up for themselves and what they believe in. And that's how you know someone is self-assured. Confidence is also a skill that can be developed, regardless of personality. Extroversion and introversion has nothing to do with confidence. You can build this confidence no matter what you were born with at the start. You can be a shy individual and you can work on that because others have weaknesses and we need to identify those weaknesses so we know how to improve in the future. Because if we didn't have these weaknesses, then we wouldn't improve. This is a problem with ego. People that have a really big ego think that they have no mistakes, they are perfect, and this is also perfectionism, by the way. If you're egoistic and a perfectionist, you're not going to improve. If you are egoistic and a perfectionist, you are not going to improve. You know why? Because the way we improve is identifying our mistakes, then using those mistakes to improve what we're doing wrong. And if you don't know what you're doing wrong, how are you going to improve? How are you going to better yourself as an individual? So you have to stop thinking to yourself, oh, I'm so perfect. I don't need to improve myself. I want to make everything perfect. I want everything to go my way. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. Even I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Even if you look at a person and you go, whoa, this girl looks so good. She's probably so perfect. She's got problems too. Everyone has problems. Everyone has different lives. Why are you saying that you need to be perfect? For who? For no one. Introversion isn't an excuse for not being confident. You can be a confident introvert. See, extroverts and introverts just have a different way of gaining their energy with people. You can work on that confidence with your personality. And also a big part of being confident is that you need to embrace the traits that you are confident in. As an introvert, you can develop self-awareness and be confident in who you are, who you were born with as a person. And you can understand that you can work on those weaknesses, such as being shy or struggling to speak up in front of crowds. You can work on that. And even extroverts, sometimes they feel anxious around crowds. You can work on that too. Regardless of who you are, you can work on building that self-confidence. You can heal your inner child and start to appreciate in those qualities that you have in yourself. Regardless if you are an introvert or an extrovert, I'm going to talk about the ways in which you can improve yourself. Number one greatest thing for discovering yourself and who you are, journaling. Don't come up to me and be like, oh, but I don't know how to journal. What do I journal? Literally, just go on Google and search up deep questions. Just deep questions. It could be anything, honestly. Anything. There is no rule to journaling. As long as you're having fun, then it's great. Literally, you can search up deep questions like, what would you do if you were the last person standing alive? Literally, that's a form of journaling. If you talk about what you do as the last person standing alive, you're already discovering yourself. And you know why? Because when you talk about the things that you are planning to do, so say if you were the last person on earth, oh, I don't know, I'd probably not care about money, I'd probably steal everything, and I would do everything that I couldn't do when there are people around. That's literally a form of self-discovery. And these deep questions aren't even silly. They're literally just asking you what you do in certain situations. More things that you can journal. You can talk about what you're good at, what you're bad at, and how you want to resolve or become better at these bad traits. As well, you can journal like it's a diary. Every day you can just literally be like, dear diary, this happened today, I felt like this. Obviously in a more descriptive manner, but just you can journal what happened in your day, and that's also a form of self-discovery because it's what happened to you, how you felt in that moment. If you're writing about yourself, you are discovering who you are, and that is building confidence. Knowing who you are is confidence. And also, a good way you can develop self-confidence is by giving yourself positive talk even if you don't feel like it. And it's important to talk positively about yourself on those days when you do not feel like it. It's important to talk about yourself in a positive and respectful way on those days where you are struggling, especially when you're struggling. You might feel insecure on that day, and everything that you said you were going to do amazingly all goes down. You're self-doubting, everything's gone out. If you talk confidently about yourself, you look in the mirror and go, you know what? I know this is going to work out for me. I know that whatever stands in my way, I will do amazing at destroying whatever's in my path. If you can do that, do you know how good you'd feel inside? And with that newfound confidence, you can go and achieve your goals. So with positive self-talk, like I mentioned, you can go in front of a mirror, set a timer if you'd like. It doesn't matter how long you take. It can take 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, however long you want to talk with yourself. Just stand there and make a promise to yourself that whatever you say is going to be positive. Ignore your negative thoughts. Ignore the, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do this. Oh, but I don't know. All those negative thoughts, push them out the window. You don't need those thoughts. You only need positive ones. You need to believe in yourself. And even if you don't, if you make a small goal that at least 1 minute a day, you'll talk good about yourself in front of the mirror, girl, your confidence is gonna go skyrocketing, and suddenly everything is going to go out great for you. Because it all comes down to mindset and how you perceive things and how they're going to work out for you. If you believe that everything is going to go out poorly and you are telling yourself things like, I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna fail, you are going to fail. If you're thinking about that, if you're thinking about yourself like this, obviously you're going to fail. If you're perceiving yourself so negatively, this energy is going to attract what you do. Whereas a confident person, if they constantly tell themselves that they are going to achieve what they do, they're on the path to succeeding. All about mindset, all up here in your head, what you think. You're with that brain 24/7, 24 hours a day. You are constantly thinking up here. Your actions come to what you think here. And that's why whatever you think, you are manifesting that to happen. What you can do to be a more confident individual, when you start journaling and you start to find out what you like, dislike, what your goals are in life, what you want to achieve in life, you can use those things that you journaled about to make those goals in your life. I'm going to take an example here. So, let's say you journaled about, I love being a creative person. I love sharing my ideas. If you love being a creative person or you like sharing your ideas, you can be an author, you can be a painter. You can literally express those ideas through a hobby. And then you can literally set a goal for yourself for story writing for at least 20 minutes a day, painting for 20 minutes a day. When you journal about those things, you can literally make them into achievable goals. And even with bad things, let's say you're a shy individual, but you want to go out and talk with more people. You can make a goal. Let's say at least, if you're a shy individual, you can make a goal out of it. If you want to become a more confident and outgoing person, you can literally set a goal for yourself to talk to at least one person a day, or to carry out a conversation with someone. It can be anyone. And when you start getting out of that comfort zone and you start building and working on this goal, you start expanding this goal. Say you want a story right now for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours a day. Or maybe as a shy person, you want to go out and talk to one person a day, 2 people, 10 even, if you're that crazy. But being crazy is good. If you're like that, you're going to grow as an individual. And all of the weaknesses that you had, they're going to improve and you are going to become a much better individual. So goals are extremely helpful if you also want to discover yourself. And you can also use this journaling as a method of knowing what you want to do and how you are going to apply it in your day-to-day life. And that's a form of self-discovery. And with self-discovery confidence right in the bat. And one more thing you can do, you can also practice self-care. And everyone has different methods of doing self-care. Honestly, I do as well. Personally, if I overthink, I like to meditate and I like to do yoga, I like to story write. All these things, they make me feel calm inside. And this helps with my overthinking. If you ever find yourself anxious or in a depressed state or you feel sad, you can practice self-care through any method. Any method you want. Honestly, just find out what works for you, what makes you happy, what makes you think, wow, I did that? I'm so great. Perfect. If you find something that makes you feel like that, boom, you found something to take care of yourself with. Okay, so I'm gonna summarize everything I've talked about in this video. I've talked about how confidence doesn't link with introversion and extroversion. I've explained how extroverts can be self-conscious and introverts can also be confident, and I've explained different methods of discovering yourself and finding that inner confidence to channel inside of you. And I've also just talked about journaling and other methods. Like, if you reached the end of the video, I am so grateful that you did, and thank you so much for watching. But before we end, don't click that exit button. I want to set you some homework. So what I want you to do is I want you to journal right now. Pull out anything, literally anything you can write on. It doesn't even have to be like a fancy notebook. Just get out some printed paper or whatever you have, or like maybe write on your homework if that's allowed, if your teacher allows you. You can get a borrowed pen. But what I'm saying, grab paper, grab pen, and I want you to write down what you're good at. And then after you think you've listed everything you're good at, list the things you're bad at, and then once you've done that, make some notes about how you can improve those things you're bad at and how you can embrace the things you're good at. And then once you've done this, you are one step ahead into discovering your inner self-confidence. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. This was my first video. This was so weird, but I enjoyed it so much. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time in the next video. Bye!